I'm Jasmine, this is Moxie Points, and it's finally here, you guys! Today we'll be talking about the first full album from Bumkey, U-Turn. Bumkey is an R&B vocalist that came on the scene 11 years ago. Remember when I said in my Ayla review that she's been around for a while but not released a full album yet? Well, Bumkey's been around since 2005, collaborating and featuring on songs with everyone from Palo Alto to Rhythm King. But he frequently suffered from a sore throat, eventually getting surgery on his vocal cords, and after his surgery, the man couldn't speak. He was a victim of malpractice and had completely lost his voice. It took him 2 years to learn how to speak and sing again. But he did it. In 2010, he made up half of the shortly-lived hip-hop duo, Twins, who only released one EP before fizzling out. But in that time, he was able to be the predecessor of GD and Top in the wearing strange hats on music shows category, and 21 in the let's add legit toys to our costumes category. He made his solo debut with brand new music in 2013, and he had yet another debut as part of hip-hop quartet Troy in 2014. With continuous features from artists like Guyan and Mamamoo, as well as highs and lows in his personal life, such as being arrested but not found guilty on drug charges and getting hitched, the man has led a pretty hectic life. One worth singing about. And, with his hand in writing all of the original songs, it seems like he's adamant on telling his own story honestly. Let's see how he does.
Hey, this is what I feel.
The album starts with Reborn. A simple guitar melody is used to spotlight his voice. It almost serves as an intro, but the song is full length as he lays out a sort of redemption arc in the song's lyrics that continue throughout the album.
I gotta get my head up high. That I was dumb, but I was young, having some fun, but it's all done.
Like the title suggests, he's reborn by starting a different way of life from the mistake-filled life he led earlier. This begins an unintentional theme of redemption and setting right one's life. Lyrics like this can be found throughout the album and may be an example of the album's title, U-Turn. He took a bit of a detour, but now he's heading back in the direction he was meant to go.
What can I do? And what can I say? Yeah.
More repentance and promises of improvement are found on the next track, Better Man, featuring Tableau. The instrumentation gets a boost compared to the last track with a more industrial R&B sound and some nice, almost music box-like chimes in the background. The Tableau feature is so brief, you might have missed it if it weren't for the shameless plug. Get that promo. As far as Tableau Bumkey mashups, I prefer the song they did on Tableau's album, but no complaints here. Okay, are you guys ready for a change? Because this next track comes in with a cool 70s rock sound and oh, it's over? Alright then. Never mind. Natural Woman is now a smooth jazz number instead. I still enjoy it. The pleading is over with now as he celebrates her. Sonically, the jazz sound gets updated with some DJ scratches, a sample, and horn hits. The lyrics are straightforward enough, but I'm a bit confused as to the featured portion from Chancellor. Now, I've mentioned Chancellor before, and I like his music and his voice, but having two men duet to serenade one woman has always seemed a bit odd to me. Their low register sound a bit too similar, and it seems like they're singing to the same person. If that were the point, like what Bumkey did with Weesun in the past, I'd be cool with it, but that doesn't seem to be what they're going for here. Oh, hi, Jesse.
This is for you. Yeah. This song is all for you. This is all for you, girl.
Girl, this is for you.
Next up is Surprise featuring Benzino, another straightforward R&B song about doing something special for your lady. Bumkey sets up a dinner and view for his girl to repay her for everything she's done for him as a surprise. Girl, this is for Zeno's rap complements the song well enough, except for the those better be tears of joy, I hope. And his verse seems to set up that they aren't talking about the same person, so they dodged that bullet. The next track, Don't Be Afraid, has a much slower groove that shows off his range without overdoing it, and the lyrics, although simple enough, are full of reassurance.
Don't have to be afraid, so take my hand, believe what I say, I know what you're feeling, so if you need me, all you have to do is just call, and I'll be there whenever you call.
Okay, let's stop this reviewing train for a second to examine this track list. You may have noticed that this solo album is full of other people. Alright, let's nix these instrumentals. That gives you 9 songs, some of which were already released, but whatever, they can stay. Let's get rid of all of these features, okay, and this is a cover song, so let's lose this as well. half of which feature other people. As I mentioned earlier, Bumkey has been around for years, making the rounds by featuring on other people's songs, so it seems natural that people would want to feature on his album. And I love the idea that, through all of these years and difficulties, he's remained on good terms with these people he knew a decade ago, and can still make music with them. This idea is exemplified in the title track, Back in the Days, which the English major in me will not allow me to say as one word. Just can't do it. Anyways, it features Doki and Microdot, formerly collectively known as All Black and Sanchez. Okay, family tree moment. Doki and Microdot debuted in 2006 with an EP, and Microdot's brother is Sanchez, a member of Phantom, so you have a rap duo, brothers, and DH Style. Who is a DJ and producer in her own right, formerly a member of Planet Shiver. Oh, and did I mention she's Bumkey's wife? So we have a married couple as well.
Cute.
Small world. Now to the song. The lyrics reference what they all used to listen to and how they all dressed back then, the hardships they faced, and how they were all able to happily enjoy making music now. The song does seem a bit out of place because Bumkey is essentially featuring on his own song. This is pretty much a rap song with a Bumkey feature. With that said, the electro swing elements of the song fit well, and although an outlier in the album's overall sound, the track itself is still great. Back to the slower, contemplative songs about present day, the next song is Never Too Late. This time the scope is expanded to the world in a Marvin Gaye's What's Going On style questioning of how the world got like this. The song starts with a macro view of the world's problems before focusing on his own issues and mistakes.
This world is going crazy. Can we try to make things right? I'm trying to work it out. It's been tough in this city.
Then ties all of these questions into the answer of love. The personal and grander problems can be solved as love is the definitive answer. After offering the solution, he notes the decision is ultimately in our hands. All of this is accompanied by some great guitar grooves throughout. The next song, My Everything, zooms back into his personal life as a mellow groove underscores his appreciation and love.
Oh, you are my home, my joy, my life, my everything. My everything, you. Rejoice evermore. That's right. Pray without ceasing. Give thanks in everything.
And religious beliefs, which leads us to
Amazing Grace.
the album ends with Amazing Grace. I say ends because, again, we're ignoring the instrumentals. The song, in addition to showing off his killer vocals, also nicely sums up his journey and the theme of acknowledging and attempting to rectify one's mistakes in the hope of a better life. I'd give the album a 7 out of 10. It doesn't knock you out in the way that you would think an album over a decade in the making would. However, like his voice, it isn't all about power. There's some nuances happening here, and I think that buried beneath some of the predictable love songs lies his story of redemption and gratitude for being able to persevere and prosper. Bumkey could have been like so many forgotten artists who've experienced setbacks. By most accounts, his career should be over, but he's overcome and grabbed success, and that's something we can all hope for. Hope to see you next time.